hopefully Sprawl isn't a match that he just hates.
Okay, on the
All
upside,
right,
we have had time for a decent enough audience to form.
that's peak. All right,
All right, good
I'm
luck.
gonna go Defin.
Good luck. Goodbye.
Okay,
Okay.
take 3. Shadow, how do you think this game's gonna go?
On Sprawl, I think Jacob could definitely take this one with the ping advantage, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I mean, it remains also to be seen
Ready, set,
if Plasma's internet will hold up for a
go.
whole match, so that may yet prove to be a fact. They both hit the Mega Marble, neither gonna pop it aggressively though.
Last one, we'll go for the last gem. That's gonna likely sack both yellows to Jacob, as it does. Jacob off to an early
Big
lead. But there's a close
There's
blow.
a huge spawn though. Let's see. Oh, Jacob is nowhere. Plasma going
Plasma
to
will
fall off though after the blue. He
Yeah.
committed everything to try and secure that.
Yeah, I guess an unfavorable respawn, but Jacob a little slow to the spawn. Plasma will get basically everything.
Yeah, great spawn by Plasma and a very important one to win.
Yeah. But Jacob will make it here first. Plasma, not to be outdone, he's going to make it and share basically everything. And we have going right back to this yellow line.
Can Jacob slow down? He's going to do a nice bounce. Plasma goes way too far. He snipes some of the points, but Jacob will win the spawn.
Jacob navigating around manually. Plasma's going to get the better end of this. Jacob will take the super speed. Good play, but it's not really going to get rewarded here.
Big Mega Marble for Plasma, though. That's going to knock Jacob barely off the edge.
Very good stuff from him.
Not a great one for him.
Yeah. One of the only spawns there where the super speed wouldn't have been rewarded for Jacob, and Plasma plays it perfectly.
Could be a huge spawn for Jacob here. The 3 yellows is immensely valuable. He's going to try and super speed through them, but misses the 3rd one somehow.
Yeah.
Still a good spawn for Jacob.
Plasma
He's taking this one very
overshoot.
carefully, getting the Mega Marble. Could be another very good spawn for him, but overshoots everything with the Mega, unfortunately.
Mega will connect, but it won't really do anything. Plasma goes to the last red. That will come back to bite him a little. He's only going to have a Gyrocopter. Great line for Plasma, though.
Plasma's so much faster than Jacob, but Jacob has the map knowledge and also the tendency to be more controlled in terms of getting there.
It would be how Plasma managed to hold up against Kago so well. But Jacob not to be outdone. He's gonna get the worst end of that spawn back to a 13-point gap now.
See if he can use the super speed. He does manage to stop, not the most optimal way, but good nonetheless.
And I do like what Plasma does there, cutting ahead to grab the yellow. I feel like Plasma's routing as well is also just very strong.
Yeah, great blast by him to secure this spawn as well. The lead's starting to open back up now at about 20 points.
He's going to spend his blaster in opportune moment and fumbles a little bit on the super speed, super jump. Yeah, big spawn going Jacob's way.
Jacob finding a way back into this one a little bit, down to 16 points. And it's another spawn in the same area that Jacob has had success before. Plasma again going to overshoot. Jacob clearing extremely slowly for his standards, but is going to win the spawn. Plasma really willing to pick up every last red, and that's another area that I think Jacob is going to have more success with this series. Including that yellow, which may give Jacob a lead to this spawn, although he hasn't gotten a big one yet.
Yeah, Jacob has the super speed. He's not willing to pop it there. A little bit afraid of messing up, perhaps. But he's going to have to start popping it at this point if he wants to make anything happen. Plasma being so
really
fast.
Struggling to get over here. Plasma will arrive about 2 seconds ahead, which is enough to secure most of the gems. Going back to our favorite spawn.
Over and over again here.
It is about 10% likely in the entire map to spawn at any given time. Not sure why Jacob's frustrated now, although Plasma definitely does beat him to this spawn.
Jacob at this point has to start being scared with these super speeds and just full send it if he wants any chance. He's going to do that again here. He will.
He's not going to be able to stop.
Yeah, gets an okay enough respawn, but that'll still mean Plasma gets here first.
And nicely controlled by Plasma to slow down. He's had plenty of moments this game where he overshot the spawn. This was not one of them. Jacob definitely gets here first with a nice line off the super speed, but Dumpling, when it comes to actually collecting the gems, that's gonna give Plasma all the time he needs to share most of that.
Yep. At this point, looking like the game is over.
Definitely. 30 points is unrecoverable.
Don't think that's even world record pace at this point. I think it's a bit beyond it. One last blue.
Let's start for Jacob. And Plasma played a pretty strong game.
Plasma's going to take that last gem. Jacob gets an abysmal respawn.
Such is life.
And a second spawn hit. Wow. Unnecessary.
58 to 114.
Very good round from Plasma.
Record that on bot manually.
I'm not surprised at this point that the bot has given up.
Yeah. Jacob demanding Nuremberg for next game. Clearly that was the difference.
Where will we headed now?
Hillsborough.
Hooray.
Or Jacob's pick.
I have absolutely no idea what Jacob would pick, but having seen the difference in speed between these two, I'd imagine he wants to cage Plasma in.
He just swapped it to Treasure Box as host.
That would not be the pick I'd expect. Maybe he's just having a look around.
I think he needs a smaller map.
He's going for requisite. Okay. It's
now,
cagier.
He did ask in earlier if anyone wanted to practice requisite and sweep with him. So I doubt Plasma was really paying attention, but it was there if if he did see.
Yeah. It is cagier. It is more difficult to traverse based on the terrain. But it's still relatively open. I think, personally, if I were Jacob here, I would have opted for something like Triple Decker or
King of the Marble, maybe.
Perhaps. Just anything to really, really cage Plasma in.
Yeah, I do think on Hillsborough, paying Plasma will have a big advantage on this map. It's just so open.
Yeah.
Plasma showed that he is much faster at getting from spawn to spawn.
Yeah.
The maps that you can really punish Plasma on are the ones where he's going to pick up every last gem, which would be like more like your Sacreds. Even something like Acropolis too. There's a lot of bad last reds you can take.
And even if you want to cage a speedster in, the problem is anytime you fight a speedster, the effect of ping on them is going to be much less than on you if you're slower than them. Here we go, round 2. Jacob picking requisite, and off we go. Jacob immediately opting for... I'm not sure what he was thinking at the start there, but he's going to have a super speed off the rip.
Struggling with the lava.
As most people do, to be honest. They'll share that yellow.
Another repeat spawn up here. Jacob's going to opt to go down, grabs an Ultra Blast, which should let him get up to the yellow, but Plasma beats him to it.
He's going to spend the Ultra Blast here, keep Plasma down in the middle.
It's probably a good strategy. He's actually going to go default for the Ultra Blast over here.
Yeah.
Plasma will get the super speed, but a beautiful blast from Jacob to knock Plasma into the little trench. But Plasma has a nice recovery and maintains his lead of 5 points as we continue to not move anywhere.
Yep, this is one of the lowest quarter soul rounds of requisite I've ever seen. Okay, we're finally going somewhere. Plasma will somehow overshoot that yellow, and he's gonna...
Plasma struggling a lot with the water. Maybe this was the bane of his existence Jacob was hoping for. However, he will hit the ice shard.
Yeah. And now Plasma in significant lead for this spawn. He's going to super jump very calmly, collect the blue.
Yeah.
And Plasma...
Super jump very strong at securing those blues from a distance safely. And that's a big win in Plasma's tally towards his hopes of winning this game and series.
Yeah. And he's prepped well enough. Both will actually hit icicles. Jacob will get most of this spawn. Okay, brings it back to 10.
Plasma Plasma's just going to get the last red. He will be rewarded for it substantially.
Yeah. Quite a
And
fortunate
all of
spawn.
Jakub's good work has been undone here.
Yep. So it's just
Another
the game.
blue. And Ggjakub hit this. He's going to overshoot. Plasma will stay on.
Yeah,
That's a
barely.
very important blue again.
Another blast comes in, but at this point, Jakub's going for
The
scraps.
blasts aren't converting, unfortunately, for Ggjakub. He's landing them, and they are knocking Plasma away, but there's no gems that he can get when that happens.
And he's going to go for some desperate attempt at a sweep. It's not quite going to work.
Plasma looks incredibly controlled with his movement. He is very calm and collected and just doing everything that he needs to do to win this series right now.
Yeah. Ggjakub trying to adapt a bit, though. He's starting to whip out more megas. And it is somewhat working for him.
Shields him against the ice shard right there.
Yeah. Plasma again going for that last red. It's going to be about a 50-50 split, I'd imagine.
Another big blue. Ggjakub going to make it across the ravine.
And he's going to get it.
And does secure the blue solo. That's very important for his chances of winning this game. Lead now down to 20-ish. With that yellow. Who can get out of the water? It's going to be Plasma well ahead to this next spawn.
Yeah. Still holding that super jump from a couple spawns ago. And again, taking that last red. But Ggjakub not really with the power prep at the time to capitalize what may have been a mistake.
Yeah, the super jump is a great default here. Huge mega knocks him across the lava. But again, he does this at a time where Plasma has already cleared the spawn because he's so much faster.
Yeah.
So these attempts are connecting, but it's just way too late, unfortunately, for Ggjakub.
And Plasma, again, hell-bent on keeping the super jump. He may use it here. No, he's just keeping it. He's going to end the game with the super jump at this rate.
That's fine. If the blue comes, he's shown he's in great position to get it with the super jump. It's very hard for these open division players to make a complicated super speed line work, but the super jump makes it very easy for them to secure high-value spawns. Great line from Plasma. Didn't manage to get the first yellow, but had a great line for it and got everything else. So very well played game for Plasma.
Very controlled from him. Gotta praise Ggjakub for some adaptability. Those megas were starting to do something, but Plasma just very, very controlled throughout. More so than I'd say he was on Sprawl. I'd imagine he's quite comfortable now.
Ggjakub saying he was unlucky in that one. There was definitely a rough spawn where Plasma was rewarded for picking up the last red, but overall Plasma just played much better.
Yeah, only really one lucky moment there, and overall one lucky moment will not give you 50 points. Yeah, Nadir. Interesting. Trying to disrupt. Maybe this is a Plasma's pick. So
I think this is a great pick.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Very speed based. Nadir, one of the few maps that is mostly no friction. So perhaps banking on his expertise on that compared to Ggjakub. A lot of snipes as well, which we've seen time and time again that Plasma is more controlled with.
And also, Plasma was the very last seed into the play-ins last year, where he played against John, and John played Nadir, and Plasma actually could have won that game against Papa J.
Oh wow, did not know that.
He was playing very, very well.
Well, bringing out his best map then, debatably. No reason not to at this point. It's your last chance. And we now have a 3.8 second timer on my screen for the rest of this match. Brilliant.
Oh, the nuke has been hit. And Ggjakub has recovered to get both yellows. Plasma going to step on that one more time.
Yep.
And Ggjakub holds a 6-1 lead. Stop the count. It's time to step on the nukes again. Lots of yellows over here for this next spawn. Ggjakub going to connect with the Mega Marble.
Yeah, big Mega.
Good success knocking Plasma away. He's going to get all 3 yellows to himself. Great lead to start this one for Ggjakub.
Ggjakub, you want to get aggressive. It's not going to be the best spawn giving you momentum. And Plasma will get
Can't
that yellow
share
to
the
himself.
yellow. He is going to recover for some good reds. I'm glad he didn't just chase Plasma around. And nice super speed to get over here to this area. Can he actually get the yellow? He does.
Just
So
about.
another spawn win for Ggjakub.
Plasma looks like he's going to get over here first. He's going to do most of it. Oh,
Blast,
good enough
but again,
blast. Plasma's going to commit to that last red. Oh, wow. My
yeah,
mouse is
Ggjakub
doing weird
hasn't gone
things.
too far, but he can't properly jump up here. He's just out of control on the high friction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
he's
staying
gonna repeat
right
spawn
here.
there again. Ggjakub with terrible momentum, stuck trying to turn around on the space.
I've got to be
Plasma takes
honest.
his first lead of the game.
Yeah, statistically that momentum would have been fine at worst. I've got to admit, Jacob's been getting a little unlucky in these last, like, 30 seconds, but Plasma playing quite well himself, capitalizing on the luck. Jacob
Jumps
now.
for the yellow. Plasma with a big mistake to not get anything and fall off the map. He will recover.
Great
Bumper
wolf
sends
bumper hit.
Ggjakub on a good line to this next spawn. Let's see what he can get. He does get the yellow-red turnaround. Plasma going to split the yellow on the other side. We are basically tied here.
Yeah, Jacob's looking a lot more controlled now than he was before. He's not pushing for any crazy lines, maybe just because he's that uncomfortable on this map. But
Spawn once again. Plasma going to get all 3 yellows there, I believe.
yeah, Nuke does not quite deny him.
He tried to go for the E-guy nuke for the blue, but unfortunately it was just a little bit too late, even with ping advantage.
Yeah, so the moving
Ggjakub
platform.
misses the yellow. He gets the second one, though. Can he turn around and get this red? They do share it.
That's again going for that last red. I'm sure MBO would be very proud of him.
Very close game here on the deer so far.
Yeah.
Impressed with what we've seen from Ggjakub. Although he needs to keep this calm navigation together.
Yeah, Plasma
6-point lead
actually
for
will not
Plasma.
opt for the... I think
Ooh,
Ggjakub here has
steals
blast
that.
advantage.
Has super speed. Let's see what he can do. He blasts a little bit too late. Plasma gonna get everything.
Yeah, he knows
With a
that's
good
bad.
Respawn. Yeah,
We're
this should have
saying
been a
right
pretty
here.
secure line.
Plasma lagging all over the place, it seems, but he's able to still play the game.
He looks okay for me.
Yeah, he was teleporting all over the place for a second for me. He's going to overshoot there, and that's going to
Ggjakub.
sack most of the spawn to Ggjakub, but
Plasma gets Ultra Blast. Let's see
Yeah.
if he can use this one to disrupt Ggjakub.
somehow gets that on his own. Ggjakub... Why is my...
Puzzling super speed there. That will be a big mistake. Ggjakub going to be first to this next spawn, but Plasma has the super jump. Some weird overshoots from both players here. Ggjakub does recover. It's 10 points now for Plasma. Ggjakub going to need to make some serious inroads soon.
Yeah,
Plasma
not
has a good
unrecoverable.
line.
Blast
he
will
makes
not
that.
connect, and even if it did, that wouldn't have done anything.
Oh no, Ggjakub's stuck on the trim.
That's
Plasma
gonna
already
happen.
at the next spawn.
Yeah, this is now looking a little bit unrecoverable. Ggjakub really needs a blue in these next 20 seconds or so to have any chance, but this gap is maintaining, and only one... There's a blue.
And there is the blue.
Plasma will...
Gyrocopter used by Plasma.
Oh, but he
He
gets the
does
better
get the
respawn.
favorable respawn.
Yeah,
Very
first
favorable
respawn.
respawn there. If Ggjakub got out of bounds first, that would have been a big respawn after that blue.
Plasma could have
He didn't
camped
make it up
there.
here.
Ggjakub
Oh, I
going for
think
something
Jacob's gonna
desperate.
get a bad respawn.
Yeah.
Yep, he didn't connect up top.
That'll do it.
This is gonna be Plasma's win, 3-0.
Will he camp? Nope. He doesn't need to at this
The
point.
super speed Plasma.
The blast.
Do it the normal way.
Are we gonna do kit to end? Come on. Nah, okay. Good showing from Ggjakub there. That was very good from him.
Yeah, 18-point win for Plasma. Definitely deserved victor of this series. And he will be moving on to the play-in round. Didn't drop a game, so should have a pretty solid seed going forward.
Likely third or fourth after that.
GG's.
Yep. Good match.
Nerves. Alright, so many fucking nerves during those matches.
That's fair.
Hey, nicely played though.
They're
Yeah, to
deafened.
say, very nicely played.
And they're gone. Yeah.
Well, I still wouldn't play in the play-ins because I had vacation. So
maybe...
at least I totally let him win. Trust.
Yeah,
Trust
surely.
me.
But
Surely,
I mean, maybe it's the best result. I don't know. I'm gonna stop recording there.